today we're gonna be doing a video. I think that's gonna be a reaction video. Yeah, it's gonna be a reaction video. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Let's get into it. So gonna hop into YouTube right now. We're doing. Okay, I think we should. We're gonna watch this one. Oh, if you haven't checked out there's still gonna be a re-upload for the scariest videos.
We're going to be looking at 10 weird things caught on security cameras. Many homes and businesses use security cameras always going on at all times, but sometimes the unexpected.
Look, it's still being uploaded. YouTube. I'm making a video.
It is caught on camera, and security guards have their minds blown. Here are some of the funniest, scariest, and strangest occurrences ever caught on security cameras. Enjoy. But first, subscribe, and why not press the notification bell too. Coming in at number 10 is Ghost Train. So this very scary footage was recorded in China in 2010. It was recorded at 10:37 at night. At 10:37 p.m. a train was recorded pulling up at a station. The only thing was, there was no 10:37 train schedule. The security guards watching were baffled. And so was everyone else when this footage was released. The train appears to be transparent and you can't see what's inside. This has led many to say this is a ghost train. Around 40 years earlier, a train derailed from this station, taking many lives. Some say it could be this train as a ghost, but what do you think? Is this camera trickery or the security guards trying to fool us? Or is this actually the real ghost of a train?
Guys, can you see that right now? Look, I'm gonna zoom in for you. Oh my god. Dude, there's literally an invisible train right there. You can't even see it. Look, the lights. I've even zoomed in for you guys. Look at that. Then it's moving. Look. I mean, like, guys, how can you not see that? Oh my god. Oh, that's creepy. And cool, the video is already 2 minutes long.
Next up is Pizza Boy. The last thing you want in your Domino's pizza is somebody's hands in it. And it turns out that might be what you get. That's right. One day a guy in British Columbia ordered a pizza to his apartment. He called Domino's Pizza and they said they'd bring it right over. So the driver brings the pizza over, but when he gets into the elevator of the guy's apartment, he gets a bit hungry. He then sets the pizza down on the floor and starts eating the toppings. Now, he probably thought he was going to get away with this as nobody else was in the elevator with him. But one security guard happened to see this on the surveillance cameras and pressed record. He then leaked it and Domino's Pizza eventually fired the guy. And I totally agree with their decision. Not only is it scamming the guy who bought the toppings, but also you don't want somebody's dirty hands touching up your pizza. I just hope this guy didn't get a tip. And the nasty thing is, this likely isn't the only pizza he's done this to. Who knows, if you live in British Columbia, this guy might have even taken a bite out of your pizza.
Bom, pode renunciar. Para começar, por motivos pessoais, tanto faz. Não importa. Seu público está aguardando o governador.
Next up is Dog vs Bears. In a battle between a small French bulldog and 2 bears, who do you think would win? Well, one day in Monrovia, California, 2 bears tried to get into a house. Now, this could have been very dangerous for the owners. But luckily, their French bulldog was outside. Now, you may assume this tiny French bulldog would run away from the 2 20-pound bears. But instead, the dog named Jules sticks up for its owners and defends the property. It runs after the 2 bears and the 2 bears get out of there quickly. It's surprising the bears didn't try and get it.
Não fez isso. Você fez, né?
If you guys don't like and subscribe, the next day you wake up, your YouTube account will be hacked.
Eu sei que você
Okay, so guys, let's continue on with the video.
Aggressive to the dog. You can tell that Jules the dog didn't realize the danger it was really in, but perhaps this helped it scare the bears away. The bears eventually jumped over the fence and ran off. And it was only after the owners came out and heard the barking they went and checked the CCTV cameras. They expected the dog had scared off a burglar, but were stunned when they saw the dog had scared off 2 bears. Forget pit bulls and French dames, just get a French bulldog to guard your home.
Desculpa. Eu devia ter imaginado. O quê? Entende? Não, eu sou. Você
What the hell is that?
se trata da Ellie. Quer sorvete?
I'm not even
Next up is Reflection. So this video was taken in a dance studio. Now you may be thinking it's not exactly the most creepy place in the world. Well, that's where you would be wrong, because in dance studios there's mirrors everywhere. And if we've learned anything from other videos on this channel, mirrors can be creepy. The video starts off normally with a woman dancing in the mirror. She's checking out her moves, but then decides to sit down when she gets tired. But then something strange happens in the mirror behind her. Despite her remaining still, her reflection turns around and then stands up. The woman then walks off, but her reflection stays in place, staring right at her. Some have said this mirror must be haunted because of this. But what do you think? Some people have said it's not a mirror, but if you look closely, everything else is reflected, so it clearly is. And also the reflection is totally normal until the girl sits down. Check it out and let me know your theories in the comments below.
that is literally like so everywhere now. I can't even like hold on to this. The hell?
Next up is dog pack versus car. So we've already seen a dog scare off 2 bears, but here's a very scary clip involving a whole pack of dogs. One day a Turkish mechanic returned to his car, but it was completely destroyed. He assumed some criminals had destroyed it for some reason, so he called the cops. The cops tried to identify the criminals with security cameras, but what they saw was stunning. The video shows his car parked up normally. Then all of a sudden a pack of 8 dogs run up to his vehicle and begin destroying it. They totally tear it to shreds using only their teeth. This is very creepy and mysterious, and I'm not sure why these dogs did what they did. Also, these dogs aren't wild and appear to be of different breeds. Who knows what your dog does when it goes out at night? Did this guy somehow annoy this pack of dogs? Perhaps he had doggy treats hidden in his car and the dogs wanted to get to them. The guy was baffled and has no explanation, and neither did the police. But what do you think was going on here? It's a good thing the guy wasn't in his car at the time, as this would be very scary. Just imagine being stuck in your car as dogs tear it to shreds.
Guys, look closely. Guys, sorry about it. Oh, this is
Next up is Haunted School. So when we think of haunted places, we usually think of graveyards and abandoned buildings. But one place you definitely don't think about being haunted is a school. Well, in October of 2017, something strange began happening at Deer Park Christian Brothers School in Cork Island. A security camera in the school began picking up some odd things. First off, a door in a hallway opened suddenly and then slammed shut. After that, the lockers begin shaking and then some open. And then a wet floor sign goes flying. Now, you may think this is just editing, but no, there's sound, so this is happening in real life. The footage was released online and everyone was baffled, including the school's principal. He said he couldn't understand how it happened, and he said if it was a prank, it was very well done. However, he also admitted the school is built on a site known as Green Gallows. In the 19th century, criminals were hung here. Where the school is built, it means it's haunted. But apparently no other hauntings have happened in the school since, so maybe this was a one-time thing. Do you think this was a prank by bored kids who wanted to shut down the school to get time off? Or do you think this is connected to the Green Gallows site the school was built on and it's haunted? Check out the video to make up your mind.
Wait, guys. I saw something.
Connected to the Green Gallows site the school was built on and it's haunted. Check out the video to make up your mind.
The hell, I saw something. That door literally just freaking banged.
I am now applying for the help.
Guys, oh my god.
If I found a house in Swords, I think it's another city council, right? So can I use the same form that I have there? Okay.
What the hell, guys?
I was just wondering if I need to apply for a single city council. No. Okay, no problem. Thank you very, very much. Bye-bye. Vamos, mais rápido, rápido, rápido.
Wait. Alright, guys. Oh god, I really am trying. Guys, I don't want to make this video too long, so I'll see you guys in the next one. And peace. Bye. Hold on, I gotta use my GoPro right now. Bye, guys.